Hello and welcome to Professor Pincushion. This tutorial will take you step by step on how to use your body measurements to draft a full circle skirt pattern for the perfect fit. Let's get started.
To make our full circle skirt pattern, what you're going to need is some pattern paper or some large sheets of paper. You're also going to need a ruler. I like using a yardstick. We have our tape measure in order to get our measurements, a sharp pencil with an eraser. I'm also going to be using a marker so it's a little bit easier for you to see my lines. Some scissors and then some tape so we can tape our paper down to the table. Also optional is some string. For creating this pattern, you're actually going to need two measurements. The first one is going to be your waist. So you're going to take your tape measure, you're going to put it around your waist. Now it doesn't have to be your natural waistline. If you want it to be a little bit lower, then you can. So wherever you want the top of your skirt to be, that's what you're going to measure, the whole circumference, and then you're going to put your number down here of your measurement. For the length, it's how long you want the skirt to be. So from the point that you measured here for your waist, you're going to measure down to where you want it to hit on your leg, and then you're going to write your length measurement down here. Go ahead and tape down your piece of paper that you're going to be creating your pattern on. Now for the size of the paper, I usually take my length and then add about 5 or 6 inches to it. So for me, I'm doing a sheet that's about 30 by 30. All you're going to do is at the top about an inch down, go ahead and just draw a straight line. And this is not any particular measurement. I just did it for 26 inches across. And then I go ahead and I do the same thing at the bottom. And then I just connect the two sides. Again, these measurements, there's not any particular size that you're doing. You're just doing it in order to create the foundation so we can start doing our pattern. So once you have something that looks like this, all you're going to do is you're going to measure this line here. So whatever length this line ends up being, again, it's not going to be any set number. It really doesn't matter. You're going to take this measurement, let's say minus 20 inches, and on this bottom line down here, I'm going to measure over 20 inches and I'm going to make a mark. Then I'm going to grab my ruler again and I'm going to line up from my corner up here at the top to my mark down here. And then I'm going to go ahead and draw another line. Next we're going to plot the waistline, and we're going to do that in this corner here. This is the line that we just drew in an earlier part of it. So to do that, we're going to do a little bit of math. And the first part is you're going to put down your waist circumference. So we'll just use my number as an example here, 26 inches. And if you look at our completed pattern, it's going to be a quarter of the complete circle of the skirt. So we're just doing a quarter of it. So you're going to take this number, you're going to divide it by 4, which is a quarter, and that's going to give you 1/4 of your entire waistline. And to create the waistline, we're just creating a curve that kind of goes like this. And the length of this curve should equal this number here. But we need to figure out how to get this number by marking the radius along these lines here. So to do that, I'm going to keep it as simple as possible because there's a whole formula for doing it, but I'm just going to keep it basic. You're going to take this number. So for me, it's 6.5. I'm going to divide it by 1.57. So everybody's going to do the same number, the 1.57 by whatever this number is. Whatever that number equals, that's going to be your radius. So for me, it's something like 1.14, but I'm just going to round it up to the nearest eighth. So we're going to say 4.25. 4.25 or 4.25 inches. So this is now going to be my magic number. We're going to go back to this now. And with my ruler here on this line, I'm going to mark out 4.25. I'm going to do the same thing here, 4.25, and do the same thing here. Now when we connect these points in one smooth curve, if you measure it, you're going to get pretty close to this number. And to help me do a smooth curve, I'm actually going to use my pencil here. I'm just going to use this little trick where if you have a string, or in my case, I only have a ribbon, I'm actually going to measure out a length that's my measurement, so 4 1/4, not including whatever's tied onto the pencil. I tie it and then I measure and cut it off. And I just put a little piece of tape here. And I'm just going to put it right at the top here, and I'm just going to kind of use it to start a line. And I'm obviously doing it in pencil because it's a little hard to get a straight line or a curved line here. And then I'm just going to do the same thing at this point, and then do the same thing at this point here until all my things are connected. And you can see I have a nice smooth curve here. And I'll just connect these lines here. And then I would just go ahead and measure this just to make sure that, again, you're getting this, whatever this number is. And then that is going to be your waistline. So I'm going to go ahead and just mark it in pin so it'll be a little bit easier for you to see. Next, we're going to be marking off the length of the skirt. So you're just going to put whatever length that you desire. So I'll just put 20 inches plus whatever your hem allowance is going to be. So that could be an inch, it could be a half inch, whatever you want. I'm just going to go ahead and do a 1/4 inch because I'm going to do a rolled hem. So my total length is going to be 20 1/4, and we're going to use this for our next part. Next, you're going to take your length measurement with your hem allowance, and you're going to mark it on your 3 lines, just like we did before. Now the difference is you're starting where your waistline is. So I would start here, not at the corner, but right here, measure off my 20 1/4, and then I would mark it, and I would do the same thing on this line and this line. So I would start here, measure down my length with my hem allowance, and do a mark. And then you're just going to do a smooth curve again, attaching the 3 marks together. And if you want to just use the string trick again, that's probably the easiest way. You just have to make sure, again, that your string or your ribbon is the length that you just decided on. And when you attach it, you're attaching it to the waistline and not to the corner, because we want to make sure that it's actually going to reach your mark. We only need to do a few more things in order to finish up our pattern. I just want to point out, if you're doing the string trick, you need to tape the end to the middle, do the middle section, and then move it to this side and to the side up here, meaning the end of the ribbon, and then just do that part. And then you're just kind of trying to meet them in the middle. Because if I only keep it here and I move up here, it actually ends up coming too short and it doesn't reach my point all the way over here. So that's why I just do little areas at a time. So the last thing we need to do is we need to add our seam allowance. And because I'm going to be making my skirt out of 2 pieces, one side is going to be placed on the fold of my fabric. So then when I cut it out, I end up with half a circle, and then I sew those 2 circles together, or half circles together, and then I end up with a full circle. So that's how I'm going to sew it. So this side I'm going to put on fold, and it really doesn't matter if you do this side or this side. I just picked one. So this one on fold. And then up here, since this is where I'm going to have a seam, I'm going to go ahead and extend it a ½ inch past my first line. So here is my line that I added for the seam allowance, a ½ inch. And then here I'm also going to add a ½ inch seam allowance. The last thing I want to do is I want to mark where I'm going to place my zipper. So you need to decide how long you want your zipper to be. I'm just going to go ahead and do a 9-inch zipper. So I'm starting at this point, not this point, because we're not going to count the seam allowance in the placement of the zipper. I'm going to start here, measure down, let's say 9 inches, and I'm going to go ahead and mark it with a notch. So then when I do my side seams, I'll go ahead and have a single notch there, and I'll know where to place the end of my 9-inch zipper. So then the last thing we need to do is just go ahead and label our pattern piece. So this is a full circle skirt. And you need to cut to on fold. So the final outline of the skirt. We're going to start here at the waistline with the seam allowance. I'm going to start here. This is where you're going to cut when you cut out your pattern. Here, this is going to be where the hemline is going to be, and then up to here again. So you can cut all this part off right here, and then this part past the curve is going to be cut off as well. So next we're going to be moving on to the waistband. Creating the waistband pattern is actually very easy, and if you've already gone through the process with our basic skirt or basic pants, you can go ahead and just reuse that pattern and save yourself the trouble. But if you haven't gone through, I'm just going to explain the process. So what you're going to be doing is basically creating a long rectangle, and the width of this particular waistband is 1.5 inches after all is said and done and it's sewn. So if you're fine with 1.5 inches, then very easily you're going to make the width of this pattern piece 4 inches. So all we need to figure out is the length of our pattern piece or our waistband. To do that, you're again going to use your waist circumference. So in my example, it was 26 inches. From this 26 inches, you're going to add 1 inch for seam allowance, because we're adding a 1/2 inch on this side and a 1/2 inch on that side. So that equals 1 inch. Gives you 20, or gives me 27 inches. Then I'm going to add a little bit extra because I want the waistband to overlap, so I can either do a button or I can do hooks and eyes. So this extension, and it's only on one side, is going to be 1.5 inches, which I'm going to add to this number up here. 28.5 inches is what I get. So then the length is going to be 28.5 by 4 inches. Again, yours is going to be different lengthwise. Then I'm just going to make sure to place a couple of notches. So a 1/2 inch from this edge, I'm going to do a notch. 2 inches from this edge, I'm going to make another notch, and that's because we have the 1.5 inch extension plus the 1/2 inch seam allowance. So that's why that's 2 inches. Then if I was to fold this, so the notch here matches the notch here, that would mark the middle of my waistband, and you can see that's where I placed another notch. So that way I know that this notch is going to be on the side seam. Then just go ahead and mark it. It's the waistband. I'm going to cut one out of my fabric and one out of the interfacing. Now that we have all our pattern pieces, we can move on to the fun part, which is assembling our skirt.
This ends the drafting part. Next will be a tutorial showing how to sew your circle skirt. Check out the description for a link to that tutorial. Our book, Professor Pincushin's Beginner Guide to Sewing, Garment Making for Nervous Newbies, is now available to order. Go to professorpincushion.com/books or click on the link in the description to see a list of vendors where you can purchase it.